Number 97. Uh, 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 Big day for Indian football with the AFC Champions League and AFC Cup draw, which I don't know was a formality for Southeast in June, is out today. And Mumbai City FC, especially in the Champions League, have discovered their opponent for their AFC Champions League campaign, which is back-to-back campaign. Last time around, they were also in the AFC Champions League and they were with the Saudi club where they finished second with the 7 points, where they won the two games, one draw, and they narrowly missed the knockout stage by the best second place team. Because in AFC's Champions League, top two team does not qualify for the knockout round. I don't know how is that possible and why that is possible, considering in UEFA Champions League there is always a two teams go from group stage and it happens only in Asia. So welcome everybody. Of course, lots of things to talk about. Durand Cup is going on. Durand Cup is going on. Just give me 1 second. Durand Cup is going on right now. Knockout stage have started today with Northeast and Indian Army playing in the first quarterfinal. There's a Mumbai City FC versus Mohun Bagan big quarterfinal coming up. Ideal preparation for Mohun Bagan also, and for Mumbai City FC before their continental matches starts. And I have update on Champions League tickets. Hamid Raja I will share it very soon. From Mumbai City FC, because now everybody wants ticket of the Mumbai's game, and I think this is a good thing for Mumbai City FC. But I think I want to say, if you're going to watch just Neymar, make sure that you follow up with Mumbai City FC going ahead. Start watching the games if you're from Bombay, even from Pune, and I think even if they can get 2,000 more fans to the stadium in Mumbai Football Arena every match for ISL will be a great victory for the Champions League for Mumbai City FC, getting from hype from this game. If you're just a casual fan just going there to watch Neymar, I think Mumbai need to make sure it's their hardcore 4,000 is the average attendance from the last season. Those 4,000 people who are there in the stadium for every game in Mumbai Football Arena for ISL should at least get the tickets for this Champions League game against Al Hilal, Mumbai City FC and Mumbai City FC at home ground. Yeah, understand, Hamid, you are the Mumbai City fan. I'm just telling out other casual fans. So we'll talk about these stuff. We'll take your reaction on the draw. We had a watch along live draw on this channel also, which you guys can always go and to check the real time reaction of mine and the two more from the team, which is Hardik and Aditya. And predict the top 3 teams of the AFC Champions League will come. Don't worry, Arpit Singh on that. Other than that, there is also still lots of controversy going around Igor's team match. He's again very fancy and very धमकी भरे messages जो Igor team match दे रहे हैं. मैं छोड़ दूंगा, मैं ये नहीं करूंगा, मैं वो करूंगा. It's still going on. The ISL schedule is still pending because the broadcasting is still not decided yet. The games of the games of, for example, the games of these club games, AFC Champions League game, for example, it's still very complicated for Bombay because their players need to be released for the national team camp. They have every right to keep these players. So how Mumbai City FC and AIFF will work together to work on that. So I think that's interesting to see. Is also important that Mumbai does keep a hold of their main players like Apuya, like Akash, Changte, Bipin for these games. And on the other side, of course, Igor's team match should, I think there need to be workaround. Both parties should, neither Bombay or nor India national team or a camp should get suffer from this. There should be a balanced outcome, and I think it's important. If you ask Changtes and the Apuya and the Mishra, that will they miss a match against Al Hilal or other 2 matches in the Champions League because they have to go for a camp for Asian Games or for national team camps. So very complicated situation if you ask me for Mumbai, for AIFF to handle. And I think right now I don't like the vibe and the comments coming out from the national team coach that I will leave if I'm not given the players. AIFF does not keep a legal hold of players. It's the clubs. So they have every right to keep their resources with them. But if you show tantrums like these, I'm sure the clubs will start getting irritated with you and regular shots which are fired in media. Instead of going back to back interviews and saying same thing again and again, why don't you talk to the clubs? Why don't you make them understand, okay, we'll release the players from the camp for your matches, 3 days if they're in the camps, talk to them, find out a solution instead of just talking to the media. I think that's major concern for me, right? You know, major concern for me right now is Igor Stimac giving this statement in the media, and I think that's not working because some ISL clubs are telling that if he wants these players so badly, why he's not making us understand how we both parties can work together in this. And and that's the reason ISL club are a bit frustrated with the regular media statement by Igor Stimac regarding the availability of the players, and the clubs believe they have the legal hold of the players, and they can't be forced to release players on the non-FIFA match days. So I think that's very interesting situation right now, and I think only solution out of this is by talking. यहाँ पे इमोशनल करके एंगल दिखा के ड्रामा करके नहीं प्लेयर्स मिलेंगे. ओनली वे जिस होगा यहाँ पे बात करके ही प्लेयर्स मिलेंगे, चाहे नेशनल टीम को मिलना हो, चाहे क्लब्स को उनके प्लेयर्स रखने हो फॉर द AFC Cup games. See, Mohun Bagan case is they are playing in AFC Cup where they are playing Odisha also. Of course, there's a big match they are in also for them to play. If they want to get out of the group, they have to defeat Odisha. But I think for Mumbai, each and every game is very tricky. To give an example, last Champions League they had 7 points, Mumbai City, and they did not qualify. So that tell you the level in the Champions League, the points you need to make. You need minimum 10 points to go out of the group stage. And for Mumbai in that regard, every game is do or die. Even is Neymar Al Hilal or is the Irani club or is Uzbekistani club, all matches are do and die. And I think if you ask me, the Mumbai City FC Champions League game is as important as Asian games or as important as the friendly games, Kings Cup, Madaraka Cup, as important, because coefficient points for the future of Indian clubs playing in Champions League one in next 3 years is important now that Mumbai City FC, Mohun Bagan or Odisha FC goes and does well in the continental matches, because those points will give India's future club participating in the competition a chance to play in Champions League. India is not going to play Champions League for next 2 years for sure, but I think once they revise that ranking again in its 3-year point, I think these games will hold a great value if you ask me. So I think that's what I feel. And Sadyut Nayak, आपका मैं कमेंट लूँगा because आपने कमेंट दिन वाले लाइव स्ट्रीम में भी पूछा था कि talk something on Liston performance of last match where he was involved in throw game plus he also missed 2 assists. I think for me, I have never ever doubted a Liston ability and talent on these shows on India's live streams. If you remember the SAF Championship or the games where India was done, I said bring on Liston, bring on Liston. He need to given a confidence to play. He need to given confidence to play, and sadly, India did not done that. I think Durand Cup has come on a right time for him, a bit lower down, less competition where he can go and express himself. Then a AFC Cup game, he does very well in those games also. So I think there is no doubt over Liston ability, and even with the concrete interest from Odisha FC, Mohun Bagan management have said no, straight no, that they are not considering releasing Liston or giving him a loan or something. And there should be no doubt over Liston ability. If anybody has a doubt over Liston ability, I don't know why. भाई मैं तो राहुल बेके के बारे में सोच रहा हूँ उस पर क्या बीत रही होगी. I think he will be excited यार. मुझे नहीं लगता बीत रही होगी डांडे. He has played in big games for India. Played in the big games for Mumbai City last year in AFC Champions League only. And I think इस चीज़ में है कि ओकेशन के बारे में आप ज़्यादा नहीं सोचते एज अ प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर. He will be thinking as much about Al Hilal or Neymar as much about other 2 clubs in the group stage. So I think that's what the professionals are about. हम लोग fans are hyping Neymar, but I think as a professional he will understand that he can't value one game to another. For him, all 3 games are, all 6 games by the way, 3 home, 3 away, are important. Why not Mumbai Football Arena? Because Mumbai Football Arena dressing rooms, the other stuff which is criteria is required for a host AFC international games is not there, and that's the reason. And Pune Balewadi Stadium is a history because first ever AFC Champions League, I'm saying AFC Champions League qualifier or any type of AFC Champions League game was hosted at the Balewadi Stadium, and Pune FC played in that qualifier 1 in Pune, and I think that's a history is going to repeat, that they are again going to host AFC Champions League match. So I think that's the reason, and I think DY Patil, as somebody in the comment section was telling, is booked by BCCI and ICC for Cricket World Cup to be as a practice venue. So I think that's the reason they can't play at the DY Patil also, and then there is no other option in Maharashtra other than Balewadi Stadium to play, which is Sri Chhatrapati Shivaji Stadium in Pune. And I think that's the only and the best option they have. So I think that's the problem Mumbai City is facing. And I hope, Mumbai City next season onwards, they make sure, that, their stadium is up to mark of, up to mark for the future Champions League game if they are looking for, because I think again and again you can't play your games out. One a while is one, in a while in between, like these games are fine, but I think that's the major issue here. That hopefully they able to go and able to make sure that next season onwards they play their game in a proper stadiums where Mumbai City FC need to play. Because earlier, last time, all the games were in Riyadh, because of the COVID hit season, it plays in a central zone area. But now they're finally playing in home. So I think, I hope this is the last time Mumbai City FC have to go outside Mumbai to play their Champions League games. If the club is serious about continue playing in the continental level, even if the AFC Champions League 2 next season onwards, they should make sure for Mumbai Football Arena or DY Patil, whatever stadium they want to use, is ready and is booked on time for their Champions League game. So I think that's the whole idea. There's no update on AFF Youth League. Will come on that. Bhai, Mumbai should release Apuya Akash for Asian Games. It is like Olympic in Asia, trading intellectual. And what about the Champions League games? Is it lesser? I know Asian Games is important. Asian Game does not give you any ranking points. Asian Game does not give you any qualification to any major events. These are important, I'm saying, but how we can decide and who we are to decide that Asian Game is important, AFC Champions League is not important. AFC Champions League games result will impact Indian club future for next 3 to 4 years. Asian Games result is not going to do so. So one way to do it is that can they miss group stage, or can they miss few games in a group stage to come back and play for Mumbai in the Champions League. So middle ground need to find out. I'm not saying the one is important, less important, who we are to decide. If you see Mumbai football, Des Buckingham will be, if you ask Des Buckingham, we will say, if we don't do well in the Champions League, Indian club might not be back in the Champions League for next 5 years. And what about Asian Games? Nothing is going to come out from them other than maybe winning, and that's it. So I think, I think that's the major thing here, and I think we are no one to decide that which game is important, which game is not important. That's one thing. Second thing is, I think there should be a middle ground. I'm not saying they should miss Asian Game, and there should be a middle ground according to the dates when the fixtures are out. They're playing home and away. Can they be released 3 days before the game in Mumbai Football Arena from their camp? And I think considering the level of the preparation, Changtes and the Apuya, the Akash Mishra will be while preparing for Champions League game, will be as similar intensity preparation as Indian team. So I think they should be able to come and join the teams instantly and play, because they are that quality of player. So I think, and yeah, I am saying, if you ask me, for future of Indian football, Champions League is more important, very honestly, because that gives you, our club, a chance in future to come back and play in Champions League. If we need Champions League points, AFC Cup में value नहीं है यार, coefficient ही नहीं है, because we're playing each other in the group stage. 3 points मिलते हैं आपको Champions League में, to coefficient scores. So I think it's important, Champions League, if you ask me. Mohun Bagan, Mumbai City will show how Mumbai City have been preparing for AFC ASCL. I think it's also a bit not true, because in Champions League you can play 6 foreigners now, and Durand Cup you can't play 6 foreigners. So I think it's not true, but yeah, it will give an idea, and it's a great preparation for both the clubs, if you ask me. And by Indian clubs should find a pay to play 5 foreigners in AFC. I think Indian clubs can play 6 foreigners in AFC, because that's the latest update. By Indian clubs that I have taken, and any transfer deadline, they will come to transfer side. Will come to, I think, let's see what the score in Durand Cup going on right now, 0-0 between Indian Army and Northeast United. It's all Northeast United till now. In between, Indian Army has done bit of crossbar, was hit by Northeast United. So till now, let's see how this game goes. First quarter-final of Durand Cup 2023 going on right now, and Mumbai City FC and Mohun Bagan will play another quarter-final very soon. CMAC is creating more mess by using social media and arguing with the clubs. That's the whole idea, and the clubs, the sources I was talking to, they told us that if this is as serious as everybody is making, and it is serious, we should talk over the table face to face instead of using proxy wars, which should not Cold War technique, which should not be the fans are not liking. Coming for ACL matches, Devashish, I don't know, but somebody from Khel Now will be definitely will be there. A reporter, a cameraman, and the videographer will be definitely will be there from our side. So don't worry about it. But who that person will be, the lucky person to get accreditation and everything, we have to see. AFC कप का भी ड्रॉ था, आज लोग भूल गए, क्योंकि ड्रॉ लोग इसलिए भूल गए ना क्योंकि इंडियन क्लब्स का वो ड्रॉ था ही नहीं भाई, क्योंकि हमारे ऑलरेडी पता है 4 क्लब कौन से हर साल वही होते हैं. फिर से मोहन बगान, उड़ीसा एफसी, एक बांग्लादेश क्लब, एक मालदीव का क्लब है, तो उसमें कुछ था नहीं फाइंड आउट करने के लिए हमारे लोगों के लिए. यू नो दैट्स द हिपोक्रेसी ऑफ एएफसी अगेन. जो कंफ्यूज्ड एएफसी है, मैं कहता हूँ, मैंने बोला अपने पहले वीडियो में, बच्चा होता है ना 1 साल का, उसको भी पता होता है कब मुझे उठना है, कब सोना है, कब मुझे खाना है, कब मुझे रोना है, कब मुझे दूध मांगना है, कब मुझे मिट्टी में खेलना है, कब मुझे सोना है, सब कुछ पता होता है. एएफसी को नहीं पता अगर आज कोई डिसीजन ले रहे हैं और डिसीजन का कल क्या इंपैक्ट होने वाला है. उनका कोई लॉन्ग टर्म फ्यूचर नहीं, कोई लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान नहीं है. वो एक डिसीजन लेते हैं, फिर चेंज करते हैं, डिसीजन लेते हैं, फिर चेंज करते हैं, फिर करके देखते हैं, फिर चेंज करते हैं, एंड दे डोंट इवन थिंक कि आउटकम क्या होगा डिसीजन का. इन एएफसी कप वी आर इन द ईस्ट एशियन ग्रुप. In Champions League, we are in the West Asian group. UEFA is expanding Champions League. They're putting more teams in. AFC is compressing the Champions League. Only 24 clubs in the Champions League, out of which 3 are only from Saudi, 2 are from Iran and UAE, and 3 from South Korea, 2 from China and Japan. So how does आपके तो ये तो अलाइट लीग बोल दिया आपने, तो प्रिविलेज कर दिया आपने इसको. People are expanding FIFA is expanding World Cup to 48 teams. Everybody expanding football. आप उसको छोटा कर रहे हो. अभी जितनी टीम्स उतनी हमने और छोटा कर दिया है. Thought process AFC का is totally messed up. And I don't know how they take decision. I think ये मुझे लगता है कि पेपर क्या सीजर होता है, जो भी होता है उससे करते हैं, टॉस करते हैं. I don't know. Now, the thought process behind AFC's decision is horrible. I think if I have to give an award, I think in confederation level, one of the worst federation in the world. That's first. AFC tagline is Asia is the future. The way you are behaving, Asia is not future. You should have used Saudi's league money to expand the game in Asia. Make sure if you're expanding, make sure there are 4 teams from Saudi in the Champions League. There are 40 clubs or 42 clubs or 48 clubs in the Champions League in a different way. The qualifiers are there and everything. So that, Ronaldo should go to Thailand, Ronaldo, Neymar is coming to India, somebody, so that the Asian football competitive nature can grow. And instead of doing so, they have made again it smaller, again a privilege, and then calling it a light league. What is a light league? I don't know. So I think it's a horrible renaming again. So AFC का concept ही ऐसा है, क्या बोल सकते हैं. So let's come to the AFC Cup. Odisha FC, Mohun Bagan, Bashundhara Kings, Mazia from Maldives are in South Zone group. I don't know. Only in Asia it can happen कि कॉन्टिनेंटल लेवल पे एक कंट्री के दोनों क्लब्स इन द सेम ग्रुप, एंड दिस इज ओनली इन एशिया. आई डोंट थिंक एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड यू विल सी अ कॉन्टिनेंटल लेवल चैंपियनशिप 2 क्लब्स फ्रॉम सेम कंट्री इज एट द सेम ग्रुप. ठीक है, दिस इज इन द AFC कप. वेयर एज इन AFC चैंपियंस लीग, AFC डज नॉट अलाउ 2 क्लब्स फ्रॉम सेम ग्रुप. तो एक जगह अलाउ करते, एक जगह नहीं करते, तो थॉट प्रोसेस टोटली गॉन. मोहन बगान ने प्लेऑफ गेम में they did went 1-0 down, but eventually defeated Abani Dhaka. I think 3-1 of the scoreline to reach the group stage. Good preparation. Juan Fernando said his team is still 60%, not fully fit, match fit. There was some injury concern. Yatso played the game straight away coming from the airport. Great game for Anwar Ali. Thapas and the Sahels and the Listons are settling down. So they have a good unit now. Let's see what happens in the group stage. Group stage, somebody has Odisha FC. Can do Odisha FC the ability to go and out of the group stage? I think one thing is how they start the group stage, because ISL is starting in later on. There will be AFC Cup group matches before that. Advantage with Mohun Bagan, they're coming with lots of competitive games. They in the Durand Cup, they had AFC Cup playoff games, 2 games. Now once they reach AFC Cup, they will already have Durand Cup competitive game. They will be more competitive match fit or more match fit compared to Odisha FC, who's just playing friendly still now. And you have to see they've already played on Kolkata Derby, which was very intense in terms of the match quality and everything. So I think that's my idea. And I think Mohun Bagan, of course, on paper, on fitness wise, will be favorite initially. because it's all about how quickly and how well you can start in these games. Because both the club, Basundhara Kings and Mazia, are not a pushover, by the way. Playing away games in Maldives is not easy at that AstroTurf pitch. I think that's the problem. Let's come to the Champions League straight away. As we already did a complete show, Al Hilal, Nabhor and FC Nasaji in Group D. Neymar, Malcolm, Ruben Neves, Koulibaly, likely to be Mitrovic, Bruno, all stars in Saudi's Al Hilal. One of the biggest club in Asia, Al Hilal, irrespective of Neymar or not. They were last year runner-up, where they against Ursova Diamond in the Champions League final in 2-1 aggregate score. And let's see. I think I think it's a good group for Mumbai to be a second, but to be a second, they have to make sure they at least get 10 points from this game. So I think Nabhor, they can get 6, and they have to defeat Nasaji in both the games. They have no best way to get out of this group is to win 4 games against Nabhor and Nasaji, get to 12 points. They will be through to the knockout round. That's the best way to do it. That's take the Al Hilal game out. Even if you lose both the game, does not matter. They can't keep to go slow against Nabhor and FC Nasaji. Whereas the Champions League, Mr. Champions League, who is known as 6th Champions League title, I think he has won with Cristiano Ronaldo, will be in a Group E with Al Nassr, who has went through a playoff to reach the Champions League. So that's the Champions League in a nutshell. Durand Cup, we have already Chennai FC, FC Goa in the quarterfinal, East Bengal, Gokulam in the quarterfinal. And another typical Mohammedan Sporting, by the way, they have appointed a former Indian international, Vadu Jigo, as a coach Banaya. 80% win rate. Did well in Durand Cup, by the way, Vadu, with Indian players and everything he did. Sacked, mutually terminated, whatever you call, after the one Durand Cup campaign. I am not sure there is any club in the world who will, I mean, the incident that happened in the past, but I don't think ऐसा कभी हुआ है कि किसी क्लब ने एक प्री सीजन टूर्नामेंट के दम पे ही कोच को सैक कर लिया. And I think that's the Mohammedan Sporting has a great legacy and history, but that's these kind of decisions sometimes I feel that they don't deserve to be in ISL. A coach, Indian coach, did well. Everybody was impressed, and I received a text message from another India coach who is working with ISL that Ashish, is it true? Why they're doing so? Then we say the Indian coaches are not coming through. And I think horrible, shocking decision again. And I think these kind of decision, you can say Mohammedan Sporting, why they don't qualify for the ISL, and they might not do it again. And they have a player called David Lalan Sanga, who scored 4 goals against Jamshedpur reserves. I think great performance. Another not upcoming, but it's a good age. So Indian striker to keep an eye on. ISL dates not yet announced, depending on again broadcasting. No update yet. As I revealed last week that Northeast is looking centre back from Middle East. They have completed signing of Yasir Hamid now. Kristan Batocha have signed for Chennai FC, and Sarthak Guloi is going to Chennai from East Bengal on loan. So and in I-League, clubs have to sign minimum of 8 under 22 players in their squad. So still 0-0 in Durand Cup. Of course, Kerala Blasters in between, they have signed their announced they have one more foreigner from Africa. I think Kerala Blasters have changed their strategy this season. I think they are looking into that they have signed famous name in past, then the youngsters in mid early 30s or late 30s or early 30s and late 20s players, and they thought now it's time to bring these not unknown but young players, foreigners, who can make an impact and can also give them a selling value or a resale value later on. So I think मेरे हिसाब से see, if this work, great strategy, but if doesn't work, fans will be impatient very soon, and the Kerala fans, I can see the frustration growing among a limited set of amount of fans about what management is trying to do. 2 things are there. The communication from management side, why they're doing so, what are the thought process, why the women team got shut down, is it ready to the, and then they how they PR they did club. The women team is shut down because of the fines and everything they received, but the decision to shut down the women team was already taken the month of Jan. So I think that's where the communication from Kerala Blaster to their fans, I'm not saying to the media, to the fans, is Nikhil has come out on Twitter and replied on some tweets I've seen, but I think he is also very smartly have replied to tweets which he wants to. There are still more questions, so I think maybe European clubs does it. Kerala Blasters, the kind of fan base they have, they should do a fan forum with their fans. Invite all the major fan groups, live stream to their social media channel, let coach, head coach and the owners and the sporting director talk to the fans. I think not to the media, talk to the fans, so listen to the concern and figure out why they're doing, why they've changed the strategy, why they change strategy so often, in every year. And I think only club, I will say, who maybe Jamshedpur can put in a similar category, from the last year was not built on. Improvement wise, only 2 clubs, Hyderabad you can say, because they're still facing some difficulties financially, and 3 clubs. But if you see Kerala Blasters, what I'm trying to say is Kerala Blasters is the club who has not gone on to the next level from last year, the team and everything, I think they have sold many of the Indian players, for a good amount of transfer fees, and I think I will say straight away, the Sahel and the Pritam Kotal swap deal, shocking in my eyes, shocking. The reason means the value they got is, I don't know how, and if I am the owner of the club, I'm just saying, how somebody can justify Pritam plus 90 lakhs for Sahel in a market where many of Indian players have went for 3 crores, and these are Indian internationals, a similar caliber player as Sahel. So I think Mohun Bagan got a massive win in terms of what they did with Sahel, and they played with the nerves of Kerala Blaster by frustrating them, not giving them Pritam Kotal, multiple players, multiple talks, and they finally put the eye on Sahel and got the better deal. Abhi ye lag raha hai mujhe, matlab this is my thought process right now. Eventually Sahel will flop with Mohun Bagan and Pritam Kotal goes and win ISL with Kerala Blaster. That changes, but right now I feel, how can if I am a sporting director, justify the transfer of Sahel swap deal with Pritam Kotal for 90 lakhs? I don't think this can be justified. This is like I have to give an idea. For example, West Ham, and Harry Maguire at Manchester United, and they do a Paqueta and Harry Maguire exchange deal and give them 10 million, 15, 20 million, where Paqueta can go for 100 million, 120 million. So I think you have to give, as a Mohun Bagan, give credit to them for what they did with Pritam Kotal. He was there, of course, local lad and the captain, but he was in excessive in terms of requirement. They have Ashish to play right back. They have Anwar Ali, who's better than Pritam Kotal centre back. So they knew. So so let's see in a picture. Pritam Kotal was most likely to be out of the Mohun Bagan playing 11. No way he is getting over Ashish Rai and Anwar Ali in that playing 11 of Mohun Bagan. Has been sold to Kerala Blasters, and Mohun Bagan have taken a player, Sahel, who can still start for Kerala Blasters. And we have seen a glimpse of Sahel at Mohun Bagan, by the way, in these AFC Cup games, 2 games I have seen, who have taken Sahel out of their playing 11, which definitely have made Kerala Blaster weaker in a longer term, and they give him a defender which is not required. So I think I'm shocked that this I'm expressing first time after this deal. I'm shocked that the deal of Pritam Kotal and Sahel swap deal was approved by Kerala Blaster management. Even if it is approved by Kerala Blaster coach or sporting director, considering we have seen Akash Mishra, we have seen Thapa with 1 year left in his contract going with that much amount of transfer fee. So I think this is a bit concerned, because again, Ivan is a great coach, but is he going to stay there forever? Is Ivan 4-4-2 is the answer, and they are going to build a long-term team around it, because Ishan Pandita signing does make sense for them if they're going to play 4-4-2. But we have seen coaches worldwide, big coaches get success and they get sacked when they don't get result. Ivan is a great coach. Even if Sahel was not in their plan for now, could they have maybe put a loan to Mohun Bagan and see what Ivans can do, and then maybe they could have sold him next year also. I'm surprised that Sahel transfer moved by Kerala Blasters approved such a low value transfer move. Even if I value Pritham Kotal generously, it should be around 70-80 lakhs. That still make it 1.6, 1.5 crore total value, which is initial reports which were hearing was 1.5 crore transfer fee plus Pritham Kotal. That still makes sense because that was putting the overall transfer around 2.5 crores, 2.2, 2.5 crores. That still makes sense. But I think कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगता है मोहन बगान have saved 1 crores in a transfer fee for Sahel, and they got a better player, a younger player, a player with a long-term build team on across. And whereas Kerala Blasters have got a player who's a late 20s, who's a defender, is not a modern defender. That's also you have to see the playing style of Pritham Kotal is not like Anwar Ali or Honeypomp or Sana or Aiban, these kind of defenders. Sandesh, great improvement in a playing style as a ball playing defender. Sadly, Pritham Kotal ball playing ability have not improved like Sandesh. So you can't put even in that category also. So I think that's where I'm a bit confused on Kerala Blasters strategy overall, if you ask me. Of course, the signing of foreigners is a fresh approach, and I think the only thing is if you do 4-5 signing like these, 2 will work, 3 will not work. So does Kerala Blasters fans know this, and are they ready to give a club a chance to try and test these foreigners, all across the seasons? And is Kerala Blaster not want to challenge for the top 4 or top 6 spot anymore, or say, I don't know, because the Kerala Blaster, Hyderabad for different reason, Jamshedpur for different reason, are 3 clubs which I feel has not gone to next level in terms of improvement, considering what East Bengal is doing, considering what Odisha FC is doing, and of course, they're the big boys, Mumbai's and the Mohun Bagans and the Bangalore's and the FC Goa, they've improved, everybody have improved. Can't say same about Kerala Blaster, considering the outgoings they have, incoming is still very limited. That's it from Kerala Blaster. Mohammadin didn't qualify just because of 1 GD on वो भी एक dive करके नेवी की टीम को penalty मिला था, and that's why they sacked the coach. Mohun Bagan should go deep in the FC Cup because they have been very disappointed very last year. Totally agree, Ruturaj, with the team they have, talent they have. They should be going deep and deep in the FC Cup, try to win it. Will Neymar come to India? Because even if Neymar not play, still Al Hilal can beat Mumbai City easily with the other players. I think, Al Hilal went to the final of the Champions League last year. They want to win the Champions League. That's why they're spending money, the kind of money they're spending. So it's not about Neymar coming or not. It's a competitive game. He will come if he's match fit. If he's in there, even if he play from bench, he will come for definitely. It's not a pick and choose कि इंडिया में मैच है मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, ऐसा नहीं चलता है, competitive game है. Bangladesh club will definitely play 6 foreigners and Mohun Bagan will play 6 foreigners also. Pritham is good at centre back as compared to right back, but they have already had a better player, Honeypomp, if CV was the position. I'm also a bit confused again, Ashish, and that's why again, sorry, I'm coming back to Kerala Blaster, but sense nahi ban raha hai as a if I'm a sporting director, I don't know what the thought process behind that. Honeypomp look great as a centre back with Kerala Blaster, young player, energetic, modern centre back. So if either they saying, and then they've signed Parveer Das also. So then how come a modern defender like Honeypomp go out of stock or order with the club and they sign Pritham Kotal? Only way to see do they want to play 4 Indians at back? No, they don't want to do that. So I think that's where a bit confused the strategy of Kerala Blaster this season. And I understand what's going off the pitch have also impact a lot. And I think this season will be a survival season for them, to be a competitive. I don't think they're looking like they want to be shield this season. You never know, they can do it. Football, funny things can happen, and this can also happen. But on paper right now, as I said, the improvement, if you ask me, in terms of squad building, is not happened with Hyderabad, and there's a reason for it. And Kerala Blasters, Jamshedpur still is a 50-50 for me. But 2 teams, they have not improved a lot, and looks like the kind of transfer market is available right now. Kerala Blasters are unlikely to get the left back also, so they are back to square zero in the left back department. If that's the case, they got rid of Sanjeev Stalin, who was under with them. They got rid of Nishu on loan. So I don't know. That's my whole idea is, what is the plan? What was the plan with these signings, the outgoing especially, when your replacement is not ready? Why you're letting go your players? To give an example, let's take an example of Manchester United. Harry Maguire or Scott McTominay are not yet released or sold by Manchester United because they don't have replacement on board, or they will only sold when the replacement is on board. So I think, that's my whole idea. I'm a bit confused what Kerala Blaster is trying to do. Horimbam, I don't think he's going to leave now. Kerala Blaster is this window, at least Bunya. It might get revised in the month of the Jan, I think, but not right now. Kerala Blaster management, no, they lack quality left back in their squad and they have no intention to sign any player. Same story of last season. After Sandeep, they didn't sign an Indian right back. That's my whole point. And this will later, in a long term, they had a Sanjeev Stalin, who's a left back, good left back to be a backup in a Kerala team. They had an issue who can be a left back, right back, both wing. Of course, didn't have a good experience of with Kerala Blaster because of injured and everything. On a high wages, I understand. But I think wages to आप अभी भी दोगे, but आपके first 11 का player तो हो. So I think that's the idea, and I don't understand कि क्या है इसका. And I think now Kerala Asian quota. Last week I told they are thinking about secondary striker and left wing. Now they are signing another foreigner who's a striker. So I don't think the Asian signing will be the secondary striker and the winger now. I think because that's for last week I'm told Karolic was telling the agents that he's looking for this profile. I think they might need to revise and go for defensive midfielder now as an Asian player. I think let's see. The kind of signing Kerala, it might be anybody from, I don't know. It's possible it might be another player who doesn't have a big profile at yet now, youngster from Australia maybe, or or from Middle East. So I think a bit complicated right now. I have not follow up on that. Ashish bhai, Mohan Bagan और कोई इंडियन फॉरेन साइन करेगा? नहीं भाई, बुनिया जी मुश्किल है. उनके पास स्क्वाड डन है. अगर आउटगोइंग होती नहीं है तो आई डोंट थिंक दे गोइंग टू गो एनी इनकमिंग. Nabor, the 3 points of Nasaf in league, they should be favorites to finish second. I don't think so. Hirinder, I think Mumbai City FC was second last year also, and I think they have ability to go second. It's just they have to win those all 4 games. Please, can you tell me who is BFC going to sign for Indian centre back? See, BFC wanted to Haripam earlier in the window, but I don't think right now Sana's availability is still not clear from Hyderabad, and that's the only capable type of a centre back signing Bengaluru can make, which is Sana, and that's depend on Hyderabad. Do they want to make it or not? Hyderabad still facing issues to clear the wages and everything of their former players, and if they can do it, then Sana might start. But I think Sana is the player which might get available later in the window, and not right now, but later in the window, whether more clarity comes on the future of Hyderabad FC's new investors or not. 0-0 and still in Durand Cup, Indian Army and Northeast United. Bro, will Mumbai City play all 6? I think they have to play. हम पिछले शो में मैंने बात किया था on Mumbai City FC, and let's complete the Mumbai City section. The tickets for Champions League for Mumbai City games will be start selling in the first week of September. That's the update. And I think playing 11 Mumbai City FC for me, Purba on a goal. Right back will be Rahul Bheke. The Terry and the Asian centre back, the Australian guy, and left back Akash Mishra. I play 3 in midfield with the Dutch guy at the base of the number 6. Then 8 is Apuya, and Albert Noguera as another 8. And I put Greg Stewart as a 9 or false number 9. Pereira dies on left, on right Changte. And I think that's the best way. They play the best players. They play the foreign defenders, foreign good spine, best Indian players they have. Only Bipin Singh might be there, but I think Pereira dies can play on the left wing. He has done it in the past. So that's what my thought process is. I think this will give them good control. 3 midfield, so the midfield never get outrun. 2 midfielder like Albert Nagora and Apuya who can go up and down, good in close control, can contribute in attack, can contribute in defense. That's one thing, and I think Rahul Bheke on a right back give them some kind of a surety on that defense, which give Akash Mishra some kind of a freedom to go on a overlapping run. So I think that might be my team. आप लोग बताओ, आप लोगों को आपकी टीम क्या होगी? भाई क्या नसीब है उनका, जल रहे होंगे कि बाकी के प्लेयर्स, मुंबई सिटी के प्लेयर्स से टॉप अपोनेंट्स मिले हैं. I think that only way to improve is to play teams like these. You're never going to improve if you play Nepali and the Bangladeshi clubs, and this is no joke, but nothing on that side. But in sports, and I was discussing with I think there was a क्रिकेट की बात कर रहा था, कुछ कह रहे थे कि एक किसी क्रिकेटर के साथ बात चल रही थी कि राइट कॉल अप नहीं आता ना क्रिकेट में आपको. अगर इंडिया में आप रणजी खेलते रह जाते हो, डोमेस्टिक आप इंप्रूव नहीं कर पाते, आप कितना बड़े भी टैलेंट हो, बिकॉज यू आर प्लेइंग विद अ प्लेयर हु इज बिलो योर लेवल और ऑन योर लेवल. The best way to improve in any sports to play against best in that particular sport. playing at Al Hilal and these kind of club, they're best in Asia right now. So that's the best way for Mumbai City FC to know that what kind of improvement they have to do in future. So I think no disrespect to Nepalis and Bangladeshi and the Maldives clubs, but Indian clubs want to improve. They have to play best in Asia, and these are great games. Goa has a great campaign. Mumbai has a better campaign last year, and I hope they do a better this season compared to what do. Broadcasting update अब तक तो कुछ आई नहीं है. Still, मेरे हिसाब से तो अभी भी complicated है मामला. So let's see. Still, 24th of August. I think end of the August we'll have a clear update on broadcasting and the scheduling and everything. I think it's still little bit to see that you have to see also if Star loses the broadcasting deal, they have to manage 33% of Star. Reliance have to buy those 33%. उसमें क्या डील स्टार को मिलेगा, कितना पैसा मिलेगा, ये सब डिस्कशन भी साथ में चल रहे होंगे ब्रॉडकास्टिंग डील के. दैट्स व्हाई ब्रॉडकास्टिंग डील will not get be announced if Star is not getting it. It will not be get announced very easily. They have to do the paperwork for the Star exit from FSDL. So I think that's also the complication which is stopping it. My thoughts on Institutional League. Indian Army should be favorites to win it. Yes, I think Institutional League is a great, but I have a bit different approach. आप Champions League में देखोगे ना, by the way, East Asia वाला group देखो Champions League में. Hyundai, which is an institute, by the way, a company, have two teams in the East Asian group. Hyundai के नाम से दो क्लब है, Jordak Hyundai Motors, and there's another club. K-League champion Ulsan Hyundai FC. And I think that's where somehow AFM need to find a balance. Can the institute team can be converted into a private limited and proper club, which they never did in past. But I think just imagine Mahindra having their, of course Mahindra is not back, but Mahindra coming back into Indian football. I think there should be, but it's a great start to bring this team back, and let's see they get a serious, and tomorrow they might bid for ISL direct entry. कब से start होगा AFC Champions League? In the month of September. 17-18 is the date. I think in September they will start the 17-18 Champions League. Ashish bhai, your prediction about Mohan Bagan and Mumbai City's game? I think Bunya ji, it's a Durand Cup. I have a feeling that it might go in penalties straight after 90 minutes. Let's see. What is prediction for AFC 23 qualifiers? Not happy, good prediction. No preparation, no plan yet. Teams, the camp is still not started. So I don't know how to predict and which is the team, who are the final 23. Tough to make prediction right now. क्या पुणे फुटबॉल लविंग सिटी है? ये तो वही बात है, क्या इंडिया फुटबॉल लविंग कंट्री है? अगर ये सवाल आप दे सकते हो तो वही जवाब आई थिंक पुणे का भी होगा. आशिफ भाई prediction about मैंने लिया. Level of AFC league after the restructure. I think I'm not a fan of restructure. So level क्या होगा कि इंडियन क्लब्स टायर 2 में है, जहाँ पे सऊदी क्लब्स नहीं होंगे, टॉप जापान क्लब्स नहीं होंगे, कोरियन क्लब्स नहीं होंगे. तो आई डोंट नो, अभी और क्लैरिटी भी आएगी, बट आई थिंक लेवल will go down, but level 2 will still very tough. There will be good countries clubs in there, but not as per level of the Champions League. But then Indian clubs should have a chance to win the level 2. But वो तो हम बोलते आ रहे हैं AFC कप को भी मोहन बगान को जीतना चाहिए था, 2 साल से हम बोल रहे हैं बात, वो जीते नहीं है, तो वो इतना easy नहीं होता है. Which deal was impressed you Indian football? Which deal was impressed you Indian football? Which kind of deal you saying? Al Hilal 2072 crore, Nabhor 83 crores, Mumbai City FC 43 crore, FC Nasaf 43 करोड़. अब ये डाल रहे होंगे ट्रांसफर वैल्यू के से, ये ऐसे चलता नहीं है फुटबॉल वैसे. इन विच लीग इज लद्दाख FC playing? I think they're playing in the domestic state leagues. I don't think they're playing in any league right now. Level of which deal was impressed Indian football? In transfers, I think Cummins I still feel is a great statement deal from Indian. Of course Thapa going there or Akash Mishra going to Mumbai City is also a statement deal. Sahel, if you just keep aside, I still feel best value deal which was done in this window is Sahel to Mohan Bagan and Pritham Kotal going to Kerala Blasters. So that's my personal opinion, and as I said, there is high chance if Pritham Kotal wins ISL with Kerala Blasters, everybody forgets about it. But on paper, I was today trying to justify myself. Is this deal justified? The kind of value it has been added, I don't think is justified to me. So I don't know how a club can justify this deal to anyone. ISL broadcast and fixtures, when these will announce, I think end of August is the date they are looking for. In which league that have taken hit the like, 150 लोग देख रहे हैं, only 62 likes यार, just make it 150 likes please. What will make more Indian clubs play in upcoming Tier 1 of AFC Champions League? Thodial bhai. I think the performance of Mumbai City FC in the Champions League, Mohun Bagan or Odisha FC can go to the knockout and they try to win the AFC Cup also. That's two things. Right now, national team games also give you the coefficients in the club rankings, in every in the league ranking, the country ranking, coefficient MA rankings by the way. So I think that's one thing. The basic starts, and this next season onwards they play Champions League 2. So I do well in the Champions League 2. Both the Indian clubs in the Champions League 2. So that's good. At least they're not playing AFC President Cup. But I don't know why India does not have another slot, third slot in the AFC Challenge Cup. They should have third club from India in that. Neymar coming to India will attract new fans to Indian football, just like Chandrayaan succeeding will inspire a new generation of people to pursue science. Agree or disagree both, ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. But to give my example, I came into mainstream Indian football after Bayern versus India game, very honestly. So let's see, but this is a competitive game. I don't think any competitive game in India have been this magnitude in recent time as Mumbai City FC versus Al Hilal. नशा जी का नशा करते हैं, क्या बात कर रहे हैं. मोहन बगान शुड प्ले दिमी ऑन राइट विंग इन AFC. प्रिंस जी बोल रहे हैं भाई बिग लफड़ा. फ्यू इयर्स बैक Perosil made a controversial post when match with Goa and EFF had filed a complaint. Now Perosil fans begging in Goa post as fans are banned and they can't watch CR7. ये पता नहीं है, तो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है, देखना पड़ेगा. पर फैंस का पर उसके वजह से उनका फैंस थोड़ा बैन हुए होंगे. In Goa's post, fans are banned and they can't watch. Let me look FC Goa on Instagram. But this will be like karma hitting them very hard. मैं बहुत इतने कह रहे थाईलैंड वाली टीम से मेरी बहुत जलती है, कह रहे वत्सी कह रहे हैं. भाई देखो उन्होंने अपना काम किया है यार, इसलिए वहाँ हैं. तो इंडियन क्लब से दिक्कत यही है कि हम लोग इतने फोकस नहीं रह पाए हैं. ओ डियर hope this finds you well. We are Perosil Club would like to extend our deepest apology for recent incident involving on Instagram post made by one of our administrators several years ago. We understand that this post have been perceived as an insult towards the esteemed club and nation. First and foremost, we can't emphasize does not condemn any form of disrespect or derogatory towards an individual organization. We deeply regret such. We want to assure that individual responsible for the post has been reprimanded accordingly, and we have taken immediate step to prevent such incident from occurring in the future. Our club value, we understand this incident have led to our ban from fans having in our first home match against Al in the Champions League. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this comment this may have caused. We hold a great respect. Okay, that's interesting, but I don't think fans are banned for. Fans are banned for this, but this is very interesting. Thank you for pointing out. I will follow up on this. Let's see, let's talk to Goa and let's know that what kind of complaint they have did and everything. भेजा है. एनी न्यूज़ ऑन आई लीग 2 सेकंड न्यूज़. अभी जोनल अभी तक कोई लेटेस्ट अपडेट नहीं है. एएफएफ ने कंप्लेन किया था. वो पोस्ट याद है उन्होंने क्या पोस्ट किया था, मुझे याद तो आ रहा है, जस्ट फॉरगेट कि क्या पोस्ट किया था. पर उससे फैंस को बीट किया है, उससे तो फाइन लगना चाहिए. फैंस तो आई थिंक यूजली अगर कोई रेसिस्ट चैंट्स वगैरह किए होते तो आई थिंक वहाँ पे होता था. आई एम नॉट, पर एएफसी है, कुछ भी कर सकता बाबा, ये तो एएफसी है. सॉरी भूल गया था मैं. Can Mumbai City can qualify for next round of AFC Champions League? Please tell sir. Dark Knight. I think देखिए लास्ट ईयर उनके 7 पॉइंट्स थे Dark Knight, एंड वो स्टिल क्वालिफाई नहीं कर पाया था बिकॉज सेकंड बेस्ट प्लेस टीम में 5th रैंक थे. आई थिंक उनको मिनिमम 10 पॉइंट्स तो चाहिए सेकंड राउंड में जाने के लिए. हु इज बेटर, चांगटे और नेमार? हमारे लिए तो हमारा चांगटे बेटर है भाई, इमोशंस में, ऑन पेपर नहीं. इंडिया वर्सेस इराक की इंडियन स्क्वाड में कौन कौन है? अभी किंग्स कप की स्क्वाड अनाउंस नहीं हुई है, हो जाएगा, आपको पता चल जाएगा. Who is a better worst thing about AFC restructure? There are only 24 in top tier and there should be at least 32 clubs in top tier. 32 होते तो इंडियन क्लब्स वहाँ पहुँच जाते. What is Kerala also gonna do with Justin Hurt? They signed Justin for 1 year already. Kerala signed out 5 foreigners, only Asian slotted pending. They will keep him in a squad, part of the squad, maybe play in the state league. I don't know. That's something. Kerala also look confused this year onwards. AFC वाले खुद ही नशे. और इस FC की एशियन साइनिंग चल रही है, बात हुआ नहीं है. So you know. Do you know Manpreet Sakaria? Yes, I know Manpreet Sakaria. Why there is no East Asian teams? There is East Asian team in AFC Champions League. Thodial, they're in different East zone. So there is a A to B, C, D are the West zone. Then E, F, G, H is East zone. भाई हार्दिक और आदि को लेके जाओ पुणे भाई जो लोग वहाँ काम के लिए जाएंगे पहले वो जाएंगे मैच देखने के लिए अगेन जैसे वो बात है ना मुंबई सिटी एफसी अपने फैंस को मौका देना चाहिए पहले हम देखेंगे जो हमारे काम करने वाले बंदे इंडियन फुटबॉल डेस्क उनको मौका दिया जाएगा जब हार्दिक की और हार्दिक की डेस्क पे चीज़ें होंगी तो वो अपनी डेस्क पे जाएंगे भाई राहुल बेके को तो दौरा आई थिंक देखो ऐसा नहीं है राहुल बेके if he's smart he can be a cult hero for Mumbai City FC if we do well against Neymar so ठीक है I think as a professional I think you know अगर Rahul Beke should have pride that he will playing against Neymar irrespective of the what happens there but he has to keep his pride and use his head while defending Ashish sir what is the chances that POIs and OCIs will represent India अभी तो बताऊं लेस देन 10% भाई बहुत मुश्किल है रूल्स चेंज होने बहुत मुश्किल है एंड एन इन्वेस्टर रेडी टू टेक टू इंडियन क्लब आई थिंक हैदराबाद एफसी हैव सम काइंड ऑफ इन्वेस्टर कमिंग हु इज अ कैम इज ओडिशा एफसी सर्जियो यूज्ड टू हैव अ ग्रेट कैम हुगो एडू ग्रासी इन हिज टीम I think I have to look into squad. JR Tamil, I have to check their foreigners and everything. I have not checked that. How is Nogdama Norim according to you? Is he? He's a very good dealer. Nogdama Norim once upon a time, I was involved in a deal. I was helping a foreign friend of mine to take Indian players outside, and Nogdama Norim had a Danish club, top Danish club playing in the Europa League, invite of a trial just after World Cup. So he was at that position that now to see him now to play just in state league at a club. Not even play the ISL is very sad for me and I remember talking to him and I remember the decision which he took and which his club Minerva at that time took to sell him to Kerala Blaster without sending him for a trial. Well, I think disrespectful for that Danish club who wants to take him on a trial, an Indian player, and they really wanted to sign him if he would have done well in that trial. But I think you know that's sometimes the choices you make. If आज शायद नौगदम्बा सोचता होगा कि मैंने वो चॉइस अगर उस टाइम पे सही लिया होता इफ आई वुड हैव टेकन द यूरोपियन क्लब राउट ही माइट बी द बेस्ट इंडियन प्लेयर राइट नाउ ही इज नॉट इवन बेस्ट 30-40 प्लेयर्स इन इंडिया राइट नाउ नो वेयर नियर टू पार्ट ऑफ द इंडियन नेशनल टीम नो वेयर पार्ट ऑफ द यू नो पार्ट ऑफ द क्या बोलते हैं हिज क्लब टीम मोहन बगान बाय द वे आई थिंक एंड दैट्स द थिंग इवन एफसी गो ऑफ एन इवेंट माय फेवरेट कोच इन ISL presently I think Manolo presently all time I think Zico I think Roca was also good you know all time Jackson or Apuya oh tough question but I mean right now Apuya because he offer more going ahead also do you think under 17 World Cup star Komal Sehgal can return to his prime form very tough is same again Negizi Changte showing Neymar levels we all will be there no matter what. I am the big Changte fans, everybody knows it. So I am pushing Changte as much as I can. But choices taken by Indian youth will affect us in the long run. Yes, I agree. आई लीग का क्या सीन है कुछ गेम यूट्यूब पे स्ट्रीम करने चाहिए आई थिंक अच्छे प्लेयर्स भी आए हैं आई लीग में लाइक पीटर हार्टली एंड ऑल सभी आई थिंक टेलीकास्ट रहेगा आई लीग में वही बात चल रही है डू यू थिंक अंडर 17 बोलिए सर ब्रो AFC चैंपियंस लीग 2 में कौन कौन सी टीम होंगी आपको बता देता हूँ AFC चैंपियंस लीग में हमारे कौन कौन सी अगर इंडिया अब अगेन इस पर भी तो AFC का है ना अभी वो नशे लेंगे सूखे और उसके बाद डिसाइड करेंगे कि उनको क्या टीम कौन सी कहाँ जानी है ये भी तो भी डिसाइड नहीं किया है बट व्हाट इंफॉर्मेशन yesterday we have received India will be in the so in the Champions League Saudi 3 clubs Qatar Iran 2 UAE Uzbekistan Iraq 1 each in East Zone Korea China 2 each Japan 3 Thailand Australia Malaysia 1 each Malaysia and Thai club are playing Champions League and we are not which is shocking ठीक है तो इंडिया आ रहा है अभी वेस्ट जोन में हम 9th पे हैं तो जॉर्डन होगा तजिकिस्तान होगा दे आर 7th एंड 8th विच वी शुड डेफिनेटली एबल टू पुश यू नो पुsh these two team and reach at least 7th from the 9th position if our clubs does well and whereas Vietnam, Hong Kong, Philippines and Singapore are in the ACL 2 so अगर ईस्ट जोन वेस्ट जोन रहता है तो इंडियन क्लब्स खेलेंगे जॉर्डन तजिकिस्तान and India. So only 3 countries from West Zone will be in the ACL 2 for sure. East Zone में वियतनाम, हांगकांग, फिलीपींस, सिंगापुर रहने वाले हैं ईस्ट जोन से एंड कुवैत, तुर्कमेनिस्तान, लेबनान एंड नॉर्थ कोरिया, इंडोनेशिया भी ACL 2 में रहेंगे एंड तो कुवैत, तुर्कमेनिस्तान एंड नॉर्थ लेबनान 3 कंट्रीज जॉर्डन, तजिकिस्तान 5 और 6, इंडिया 6 कंट्रीज। तो ये 6 कंट्रीज के क्लब्स ACL 2 में रहेंगे नेक्स्ट सीजन। पुणे ने सारे टिकट्स तो सबको वीआईपी लोग ऑल ओवर इंडिया ले जाएंगे। आई थिंक मैं फिर से बोल रहा हूँ 4000 उनकी एवरेज अटेंडेंस है। मुंबई सिटी FC को जाना चाहिए, फाइंड आउट करना चाहिए कौन से फैंस ने सबसे ज्यादा होम मैच देखे लास्ट सीजन, उनको रिवॉर्ड करो, चाहे उनको फ्री में टिकट देना पड़े, रिवॉर्ड देम, ब्रिंग देम टू पुणे एंड उनको स्टेडियम में बिठाओ। आप वीआईपी कल्चर के बीच में भागो, अपना फैन बेस आपको बिल्ड करना है तो अपने हार्डकोर फैंस को रिवॉर्ड करो यहाँ पे। व्हाई द ACL टीम इज गोइंग टू प्ले इन मड स्विमिंग पूल इन पुणे? आर दे डूइंग सम काइंड ऑफ पूल सिलेक्शन? आई डोंट थिंक पुणे इज अ गुड पिच, डोंट वरी। भाई गुरकीरत पे क्या व्यूज हैं आपके? बंदा पूरा पावर का शॉट लेता है, ही इज समथिंग एल्स। गुरकीरत अगर अनदर प्लेयर, लेफ्ट बैक, left winger, now center forward, a journey of a Gareth Bale has taken. Again, you know, he's a great talent, both fitted guy, can be on both feet. I think just that playing time is limited. Let's see how much he can get in upcoming games. In ASL, can Changte and Apuya impress foreign clubs? I think they should not think about impressing foreign clubs. They should play for their team and do well. I think if they do well, team do well, eventually the foreign clubs will take notice of them. Given your hot prediction of the season, mine is Juan Fernandez gets sacked by December because of poor start in ISL. Here and there. Of course, Juan will be under pressure with the squad he has. I think so does Ivan from Kerala Blaster. He will be also under pressure. I think that's the thing. VAR, yes, VAR होगा सारे ग्रुप स्टेज मैचेस में चैंपियंस लीग के। नेगी भाई, AFC चैंपियंस लीग के फिक्सचर रिलीज, अभी चैंपियंस लीग के फिक्सचर रिलीज नहीं हुए, क्लासिक फुटबॉल। Why last season Peter Hardy left GFC in the middle of the season? Any inside story related to that? I think ये कोचेस के साथ चलता रहते हैं पंगे, नो इनसाइड स्टोरी, ऐसा ये पंगे छोटे मोटे चलते रहते हैं यार। पीटर हार्डी तो लीडर काइंड ऑफ प्लेयर, अगर इशू चल रहा है तो रिलीज करने ही पड़ेंगे, तो टीम में स्क्वाड में रख सकते हैं तो बाकी लोगों को वो इम्पैक्ट करेगा। अपूया या ढांडा, अभी तो अपूया भाई कोई पार्शियलिटी नहीं है, अपने प्लेयर अपने ही है, बाहर वाले। जब यन डांडा इज अ ग्रेट टैलेंट एंड ही इज अ बिट एडवांस। I think comparison of Yan Dhanda should be taken with the Brandon or the Sahel, not with the Apuya. Apuya is 8 or 6. Yan Dhanda is more of 10, hybrid 10, 8 or 10. Marcus said Mumbai versus Neymar confirm in November. I have not seen. Schedule. I think वो हार्दिक जो प्रेडिक्ट कर रहा था वही होगा। सेकेंड मैच डे में होना चाहिए मैच का शेड्यूल। अभी तक तो शेड्यूल AFC ने डाला नहीं है, बट सेकेंड मैच डे में ही मैच होगा अगेंस्ट, क्योंकि आई थिंक फर्स्ट टीम थी तो फर्स्ट मैच डे होगा फर्स्ट वर्सेस फोर्थ। फर्स्ट मैच डे इंडिया के लिए, मुंबई के लिए होगा सेकंड वर्सेस थर्ड, मुंबई इज थर्ड इन पॉट 3। देन सेकंड मैच डे है 1 वर्सेस 3। तो सेकंड मैच डे में तो होना ही है नवंबर में जो है, तो वहाँ पे ही होगा, बट वो एग्जैक्ट डेट अवे होगा होम होगा वो वेट करना पड़ेगा। You are not having proper attacking tactics in last ISL. Mumbai scored 28 goals of 24 games. Even this season, they are struggling bad in attacking third. Do or sack. I think Juan will be under pressure. I'm saying he will be under pressure. Mehtav, Tiri and Roster versus Neymar. Will Mehtav play? I don't think. I'm not seeing Mehtav starting the game. I think Tiri, Rostan will start. Akash and Bheke as a right back. I think that will be the defense. Why not DY Patel Stadium? राहुल जैन क्रिकेट के लिए बुक किया हुआ है DY Patel Stadium BCCI और ICC ने प्रैक्टिस ग्राउंड की तरह। ISL मीडिया राइट्स अभी कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन ज़्यादा है नहीं, लास्ट ईयर की इन्फॉर्मेशन है। सहल और राहुल KP, आई थिंक डिफरेंट प्लेयर। राहुल KP इज अ विंगर, सहल इज एन अटैकिंग मिडफील्डर राइट नाउ, बट सहल ओवरऑल, इवन इफ यू कंपेयर एज ओवरऑल प्लेयर। Igor asked for a 2 weeks camp for World Cup in November, but there are ASL games in that time frame of camps days. What are your thoughts on that? I will, if I'm Mumbai City FC and I'm a very practical guy, there's no, for Mumbai does not make sense to release player for camps whereas they're playing the AFC Champions League game. Being a camp and playing a Champions League game is a better preparation for the Apuyas and the Sahel, Apuyas and the Mishras and the Rahul Bhekes and Changtes. Playing Champions League game is a better preparation than in the camp. I personally feel so. So it's fine, they will go for the games, I think, but they should be allowed to play in Champions League. And they will play in Champions League because पावर तो भैया मुंबई के पास है प्लेयर्स की। सात्विक आज कल नहीं दिख रहे हैं, छोटे लोग, सात्विक का काम ज़्यादा और इसलिए भूल गया होगा। Saudi League will have 2 from next player. Saudi will play ASL 2 from next year, 1 slot. I don't think Saudi will have 1 slot in ACL. I think वो नहीं होगा 2 में, उनके तीनों क्लब्स वहाँ रहेंगे। Let's see bro, विराट कोहली नेमार जूनियर को देखने के लिए आएगा, ऐसा बोला है विराट कोहली, तो आएंगे भैया, आ सकते हैं, उनका खुद का वर्ल्ड कप चल रहा है उस टाइम पे। द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑफ पुणे इज नॉट गुड एज मुंबई फुटबॉल अरेना बीन देवर देन चूज टू प्ले इन पुणे बिकॉज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर से मत जाइए, आपको पार्किंग चाहिए होती है, आपको ब्रॉडकास्टिंग के लिए फैसिलिटीज़ चाहिए होती है, वीआर के लिए फैसिलिटीज़ चाहिए होती है, ड्रेसिंग रूम की फैसिलिटी चाहिए होती है, ब्रॉडकास्टिंग कमेंट्री के लिए जगह चाहिए होती है. AFC क्राइटेरियाज आर मोर. Balewadi is a FIFA AFC approved stadium in India. It was the first stadium in India to host any kind of AFC Champions League game in India, by the way. So upcoming ISL going to have 7 championship winning coaches in Indian football rather than top players signing tactical coaches going to decide the upcoming ISL winners. Yes, Saudi will play ASL2 from next player. I have to wait for Saudi at Northeast United score. Let's look into the Durand Cup game. In the meantime, yes, 1-0 for Northeast. Waiting, and they made 2 substitutions at the half time. Rochel Jara and Reem Talang went out. Manveer Singh and Aibar Roger came in. Let's see. I'm waiting for Khenna commentary to get updated. Who score? I will let you know. Balewadi is far better than Mumbai. Yes, Balewadi Stadium better hai Mumbai Football Stadium se. I know that. Igor should start looking for alternative like Jerry Ritwik in place of Changte. I don't think camp के लिए आपको alternative क्यों देखना जरूरत है. Changte आके मैच खेल सकता है ना डायरेक्ट. यार वर्ल्ड क्लास प्लेयरों में को इतना कैंप की जरूरत नहीं है बिकॉज ही इज कमिंग फ्रॉम चैंपियंस लीग गेम. Competitive match is the best way to prepare for any game in the world. पुणे FC ISL एग्जिट के बाद आई लीग में भी कभी नहीं खेलती क्या? नहीं पुणे सिटी FC था वो. पुणे FC अलग क्लब था. वन साउदी क्लब गोइंग टू प्ले इन AFC2 इन नेक्स्ट ईयर. क्लासिक फुटबॉल देखिए यार, अभी एक बार मैंने कंफर्मेशन लिया था, मैं फिर दोबारा देख लेता हूँ. आई डोंट थिंक अभी कल जो AFC की आई थी. फाल्गुनी सिंह ब्रेक द डेडलॉक फॉर नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड. नेस्टर आईबास ट्राइज टू फाइंड मनवीर सिंह ऑन द राइट and Falguni Singh made the ball finishing it on target. Falguni Singh scored 1-0. Good performance by Indian Army till now, playing 1-0 against ISL team with the full-fledged ISL team. It's a great. I don't think Saudi club का होने वाला है. अभी तक confirmation नहीं है Saudi club in ASL2. Let's see. It would have been a waste to play in Balewadi. They had a chance to bring huge crowd, good stadium, change Mumbai football. But कहाँ खेलेंगे? स्टेडियम नहीं है ना भैया. स्टेडियम भी तो चाहिए, खेलना तो चाहिए उनको वहीं. What's up with Chennai FC? Strong scouting in Bengal, Hyderabad, having strong scouting in Manipur, etc. Very weird how they have a little no players of local regions. क्योंकि पहले जो लोकल प्लेयर आ रहे थे ना तमिलनाडु से, वो आ रहे थे चेन्नई सिटी FC से. चेन्नई सिटी FC बंद हो गई तो लोकल प्लेयर्स आने भी बंद हो गए. लोकल लीग्स ही नहीं चल रही हैं तमिलनाडु में, उनका FA का इशू है. तो मेजर कंसर्न ये है. When will the tickets available? Anish Rane, first week of September I am told. Ticket partner still not confirmed yet. Saudi club 1 slot, ASL2 where India also have 1+1 slot. Riaz Ahmed, अभी तक ऑफिशियल डॉक्यूमेंट AFC ने भेजा नहीं है. अभी ये फॉर्मल कल मीटिंग थी तो वहाँ से कल ऑन द ईव ऑफ दी तो अभी फॉर्मल कंफर्मेशन आया नहीं है कि सऊदी क्लब होंगे कि नहीं होंगे इन द ASL2. वी हैव टू वेट फॉर दैट. भाई मुंबई मोहन बगान नॉट प्लेइंग AFC कप. मोहन बगान इज प्लेइंग इन AFC कप ना. अभी तो क्वालिफाई किए हैं भैया, ओडिशा FC के साथ खेलेंगे AFC कप में. Will Mumbai take any young player to ASL from Mumbai Academy? I don't think they will do it. Their first team squad will go. Mumbai City should build their own stadium, use oil money. Come on. भाई ऑयल मनी भी ना, जमीन लेने के लिए मुंबई में उनको कुआं खोदना पड़ेगा एक तगड़े तरीके से नया, फिर जाके वो जमीन खरीद पाएंगे. मेन लैंड कॉस्ट है. बट द पिच क्वालिटी इज नॉट गुड एज मुंबई. यू कैन से बट पिच क्वालिटी कैन बी इम्प्रूव. दैट्स अ last in terms of infrastructure which can be built in 1 month time now from today onwards if they can start working now. Mumbai that's have taken. Sir, Kerala Blasters signing update अभी तक कोई update नहीं है भाई. Last I'm shocked the way they've changed the structure of the deal for their foreigners. They signed this new attacker from Africa. I thought I was told the club was looking for left winger and secondary striker as the Asian signing. Now this changes. That's way that looks like they go for a defensive midfielder, the Asian from Asia. But I have no confirmation this season, this week yet from Kerala Blasters sources about what kind of Asian signing they're looking for. But all ACL allied playing nation get at least one slot in ACL2. Anmol Saini, मैं सर्च करके आपको बताऊंगा. AFC का group, what do you think of the will go through? I think Mohun Bagan on paper should go through. Let's see. ACL telecast will be there on GeoTV. Don't worry. Reliance already have rights for all the AFC games in India or wherever Indian clubs play. That's a 3-year deal they've already signed with the AFC last year. पुणे के स्टेडियम में कोई इशू नहीं था ड्यूरिंग द ACL. पुणे स्टेडियम में कोई इशू नहीं है. डोंट गो बाय व्हाट पीपल आर सेइंग. ATKME डजंट गेट कंट्री प्रोटेक्शन. मोहन बगान सुपर जायंट यू वांट. वो ये AFC है भैया. यहाँ आज रात को कुछ और, कल सुबह कुछ और वाला फंडा है. तो डोंट वरी. दैट इशू ऑफ पैरालिसिस केम बिफोर कमिंग टू गोवा. फैंस और क्लब्स आर नॉट सेम. कमेंट जैसे नादिर शाह ने ईरान से आके इंडिया में काम किया था लाइक पैरालिस वुड डू इन द फील्ड. आई हैव टू सी. पैरालिस का कमेंट मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है, मैंने बोला तो है. Igor Sima is creating politics in Indian football. No coaches have done it before. Instead of media reporting, some YouTube channels interviewing to get view based on control of the stadium. I know, and I am not big fan of that, and the clubs are also not big fan of that. Why Mumbai is not in today's spot? Because Mumbai was in AFC. Mohan Bagan were in the AFC Cup. उसका सुबह हो गया था ड्रॉ 11:30 यश यादव. ये चैंपियंस लीग का ड्रॉ बाद में हुआ था. मुंबई सिटी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अपडेट कोई अपडेट नहीं है. अबे 90 स्टॉपेज ट्वीट देख, ही एक्सप्लेन प्रॉपरली. मैं देख लूँगा भाई, मुझे भी याद नहीं है. मुझे याद तो है इंसिडेंट क्या हुआ था, बट इतनी चीज़ें देख लेता हूँ यार. बट अभी मैं वीडियो कंप्लीट कर लूँ भाई, ये मैं जा जाके सबको देखता रहूँ पहले. I believe Odisha will pull a rabbit out of the hat. They had many good results in pre-season against top teams with Premier League foreign players. From what we have seen from Sergio Oliva, Mohan Bagan in fix. But what Mohan Bagan have is a competitive games under their belt. ठीक है, and I think वो एक major मेरे से पूछोगे तो वो है, वो चीज़ है. वो एक एडवांटेज है इनके पास कंपेयर टू उड़ीसा एफसी. माई बैट्स ऑन उड़ीसा टू गो टिल AFC कप फाइनल से थोड़ी यार. आई थिंक वो बहुत लेटर है बाद में, क्योंकि फिर ISL भी स्टार्ट हो जाता. देखते हैं. दैट वॉज द बेस्ट चांस टू सी CR7 प्लेइंग इंडिया. येस, आई थिंक दैट अब नाउ ही विल बी रिटायर्ड आफ्टर 2 years. बट नोइंग रोनाल्डो, आई थिंक ही विल वांट टू गेट वर्ल्ड कप अंडर हिज बेल्ट. तो आई थिंक वो कोशिश करेंगे 2026 का वर्ल्ड कप खेलने की. मुझे लगता है पुणे में मैच सही करवा रहे हैं. स्टेडियम की हालत देखकर आपको विदेशी अब ये नहीं बोलेगा कि 40 करोड़ फुटबॉल की अच्छी टीम भी नहीं है. I think Pune stadium is good. Don't worry about Pune's infrastructure. It's good infrastructure. होटल भी बगल में ही है स्टेडियम के, तो आई थिंक वो बढ़िया होगा उनके लिए. फटोरदा AFC approved stadium which has a good amount of capacity and it's near to Mumbai as well. यार देखो, मुंबई को फैन बेस महाराष्ट्र में बनाना है, गोवा में नहीं, कोलकाता में नहीं, कोची में नहीं, न्यू दिल्ली में नहीं, कहीं उनको मुंबई में महाराष्ट्र में फैन बेस बनाना. तो इट्स अ गुड डिसीजन टू प्ले इन पुणे. इवन रोनाल्डो कम्स, दैट्स फाइन. दैट्स माय पर्सनल ओपिनियन. मुझे लगता है मोहन बगान के किस बड़े टीम के अगेंस्ट मैच होगा, उनके उड़ीसा एफसी के अगेंस्ट होगा ग्रुप स्टेज में, माजिया के अगेंस्ट होगा, एंड ऑल्सो वन मोर बांग्लादेशी क्लब, क्या नाम है भूल गया मैं, वसुंधरा किंग्स के अगेंस्ट मैच होगा. फाइनल ग्रुप से आगे जाके हो सकता है नॉकआउट राउंड में बड़े मैचेस. क्वाइन पोपरा इज अ गुड साइनिंग, डिसेंट साइनिंग अभी तक तो लग रहा है. ISL फिक्चर्स आई थिंक नेक्स्ट वीक. Mohan Bagan most competitive game before AFC Cup will be against Mumbai City FC in Durand Cup, and same for the Mumbai City FC before the Champions League games. फटोरदा का मैंने ले लिया है. मोबाइल बाद में चलाओ सर, लोग रुक गए हैं यहाँ, कुछ बोलो. अरे बोल तो रहा हूँ भाई. मोहन बगान मोस्ट कॉम्पिटिटिव गेम, ये ले लिया मैंने. इज देयर एनी अपडेट ऑन सुपर कप एंड फेडरेशन कप? नो अपडेट येट, अनलाइकली. Bro, are happy with the Dest tactics and UL performance? I think yes, I'm good till now. All the complaints are just because Neymar is coming, otherwise nobody would have been cared about the venue change, European followers. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Must get result in first 2 matches. Unfortunately, Mumbai will miss key Indian players. I don't think Mumbai is going to miss the key Indian players. I'm getting you very seriously. They're not going to release players. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, मुंबई का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड वैसे अच्छा नहीं है. अदरवाइज होगा यहाँ पे. मुंबई अपनी फर्स्ट बेस्ट टीम के साथ जाएगी. ये मेरे साहब लिख के ले लो. क्यों मस्ती कर रहे हो? मस्ती कोई नहीं कर रहा है. इज इट बॉम्बे सिटी और मुंबई सिटी? इज मुंबई सिटी, बट मुंबई का नाम बॉम्बे बोलने में जो फीलिंग है मुंबई बोलने में नहीं है भाई. बट हाँ, इट्स मुंबई सिटी FC. यार बॉम्बे, बैंगलोर, बेंगलुरु, ये गुरुग्राम, अब गुरुग्राम कितने लोग बोलते हैं, गुरुगांव ही बोलते हैं अभी भी सारे लोग, तो गुरुगांव जा रहा हूँ, गुरुग्राम मैंने देखा नहीं लोगों को बोलते अभी भी, तो वो ये चीज़ें तो नेस्टोलॉजी रहती रहती हैं, यू नो। प्रयागराज, यू नो, वाराणसी, इलाहाबाद, तो ये चीज़ें नाम चेंज करने सब कुछ चेंज इतना हो नहीं जाता। डू थिंक अलाउइंग प्लेयर रिप्रेजेंट इंडिया विल हेल्प ग्रोइंग इंडियन प्लेयर्स? यस, आई थिंक सो. If you can get 2 or 3 top Indian origin players like Nyan Dhandas and the Manpreet Sakarias, they will help our players to see European football as an option, how they are changing and improving and everything. I think it will help Indian football. During the match में मोहन बगान मुझे prediction penalties में मैच जाएगा, मैंने prediction ये किया था. Good to hear otherwise that Steve Mac is determined to take one of fourth of squad just for training, and I don't agree with it. Unlike others, I don't think. I think playing Champions League competitive game will prepare Changtes, Mishras, Apuya better for any game at any level. My personal opinion. BGMS देखते हो भाई? भाई मैं नहीं देखता. टीम में हर्ष भाई आदि है हमारे जो ई स्पोर्ट्स देखते हैं, वो देखता है. आई थिंक BGMS. टाइम नहीं लगता ई स्पोर्ट्स वगैरह देखने का. देखना चाहता हूँ बट टाइम नहीं लगता, सॉरी. कैन मुझे पुल अप विन अगेंस्ट अल हिलाल पुटिंग नटमैक्स टू द सो कॉल्ड इंटरनेशनल स्टार्स? आई थिंक टफ है, बट फुटबॉल में देखो, इफ अपसेट्स जिस स्पोर्ट्स में ज़्यादा होते हैं ना, फुटबॉल में होते हैं. आई थिंक फुटबॉल में अपसेट हो सकते हैं, तो कहीं पर बॉम्बे बोलने में जो अंग्रेजों के, यार ऐसा देखो सर, ये नहीं है. देखो यार, जो बॉम्बे नाम है वो अंग्रेजों ने नहीं रखा था, वो चला आ रहा है पहले से, बॉम्बे ही बोलते हैं. अभी भी बहुत लोग प्राउडली बॉम्बे यूज़ करते हैं. ठीक है, आप लोगों अगर मैं किसी की फीलिंग हर्ट हुई है तो आई एम अपोलोजाइज फॉर इट, बट हाँ, निकल जाता है बॉम्बे, बैंगलोर, बेंगलुरु, ये होता रहता है. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि अब कल के दिन अगर मैं इंडिया को भारत बोलूँ तो कई लोग ऑफेंड हो जाएंगे, अब इंडिया को भारत क्यों बोल रहे हो, हिंदुस्तान बोलूँ, यू नो, ये भी सारे इंडिया के नाम ही रहे हैं, पुराने नाम ही हैं, तो बोलते हैं लोग. कोई भारत यूज़ करता है, कोई इंडिया यूज़ करता है, कोई हिंदुस्तान यूज़ करता है. अभी भी मिडल ईस्ट में सारी कंट्रीज इंडिया को अल हिंद बोलते हैं. वो हिंद अल हिंद करके कुछ नाम है इंडिया का उर्दू में, उर्दू अरेबिक में, तो वो हिंदुस्तान ही इंडिया को बोलते हैं. तो ऑफेंड नहीं होना चाहिए, नाम तो सेम ही है भाई. आईएसएल शेड्यूल कब आएगा? विक्रम होरे नेक्स्ट वीक तक आ जाना चाहिए भाई. मोहम्मदन स्पोर्टिंग का हर अपॉइंटमेंट पॉलिटिकल है, हर सैकिंग भी पॉलिटिकल है. मैनी ऑफ टाइम रिजल्ट्स आर प्रेडिक्टेड. दिस कैन बी अ पोलाइटेस्ट वे, एंड आई गोश आई दैट साइड एंड स्टार्ट ऑफ द वीडियो. आई फील दैट्स द रीजन आई डोंट वांट टू सी देम इन आईएसएल, बिकॉज इनके साथ यही एक मेजर प्रॉब्लम है. Can you investigate more on DY Patil Mumbai City situation? I heard they wanted a fixture dates, but since the schedule were not out, it didn't happen. And of course, what I'm told, it is booked by BCCI and ICC for the practice games, for the practice pitches and the game for the Cricket World Cup. नो सर प्लीज डोंट अप्लाइज. मैंने भी वैसे ही बोल दिया, सीरियस नहीं तो नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूँ भाई, किसी को होगा ऑफेंड तो बताना चाहिए. जापानीज कोरियन लोग को हिंदू बोलते हैं, इंडिया को हिंदू बोलते हैं, ये मैं कह रहा हूँ भाई, यही चीज़ है. AFC कप शुड प्ले इंटर जोन नॉकआउट विद एशियन क्लब, बिकॉज हमें 6-0 से नहीं हारना विद वेस्ट जोन क्लब्स. क्लासिक फुटबॉल, आई थिंक वी आर ए हिस्टोरिक लेसन चलता रहता है इनसाइड इंडियन फुटबॉल में सब कुछ. ये वाई वर मुंबई सिटी प्लेयर्स सेलिब्रेटिंग आफ्टर ड्रॉ? इज इट बिकॉज इन इजी ग्रुप? इज इट बिकॉज ऑफ नियमा? दे आर हैप्पी. हैप्पी, खुश होने के लिए जिंदगी में रीजन नहीं ढूंढने चाहिए. इफ दे आर हैप्पी, दे आर गोइंग टू शेयर अ फुटबॉल पिच. प्लेयर लाइक नेमार, मित्रोविच, रूबन नेवेस, बूनो, कोलोबाली is a great, it's a pride feeling. I think, you know, I know the players, Indian players who played big games and they feel happy about it. So I think it's a good story. They can make their grandchilds, उनको बताएंगे एक दिन, यार राहुल बेके बोलेंगे, यार तुझे पता है नेमार हमारे जमाने में वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फुटबॉलर्स ऑफ आर जनरेशन. उसके अगेंस्ट मैं डिफेंड कर रहा था, 2 बार टैकल मारा मैंने और दोनों बार बॉल छीन ली. एक बार भी मेरे को क्रॉस, मतलब मेरे को बीट नहीं कर पाया. तो ये स्टोरियाँ सुनाने को मिलेगी, यू नो. एंड जस्ट यू नो, चांगटे, यार कोलोबाली जो खेलता, नपोली का लेजेंड स्टार, चेल्सी फॉर्मर चेल्सी हो, तो आया था, मैंने उसको ड्रिबल पास कर दिया, उसको यू नो फिजेट मैग्नेट बना दिया. तो ये स्टोरियाँ होंगी सुनाने के लिए, अच्छी बात है. सो आई थिंक ये ऐसे मैचेस होते हैं. एनी आइडिया ऑफ द डेट ऑफ द मैच बिटवीन अल हिलाल एंड मुंबई सिटी FC? आई थिंक देखो, 2 चीज़ है इसमें. होम मैच बाद में होगा, अवे गेम हो सकता है नवंबर के टाइम पे हो. फिक्सचर का वेट करना पड़ेगा. वांटेड चांगटे टू मीट हिज आइडल, सो क्लोज येट सो फार. ही विल मीट वन डे, डोंट वरी. फेवरेट प्लेयर कौन है भाई BGMI का आपका? यार मैं पहले डायनामो को देखता था एक ज़माने में, जब बहुत पहले, मतलब 3, क्योंकि वो स्पेशली PC में खेलता था. एंड आई थिंक स्काउट भी मुझे ठीक लगता. जोनाथन इज ऑल्सो गुड, वेरी ऑनेस्टली. अभी रिसेंट टाइम में बोलूँगा कि जोनाथन ने मैंने 1-2 मैचेस देखे थे जो कॉम्पिटिटिव गेम थे. जोनाथन का मुझे गेम अप्रोच अच्छा लगा था. एनी इनकमिंग फॉर ईस्ट बंगाल एज सार्थक लेफ्ट अलोन? अनलाइकली येट. होप नेमार डोंट गेट इंजर्ड दिस सीजन. सबका यही है, सपने सुहाने हैं. हाउ मेनी टीम्स फ्रॉम ग्रुप D कैन क्वालिफाई नेक्स्ट राउंड इन AFC कप? एक ही टीम जाएगी AFC कप में तो भाई. मैंने बता दिया ग्राउंड सेटिंग कैपेसिटी वेरी लो कंसीडरिंग नेमार, बट नेमार की वजह से वो स्टेडियम थोड़ा बदल देंगे यार, दिल्ली खेलने आ जाएंगे, ऐसा थोड़ा करेंगे ना, जिनका प्लान है वैसे ही करेंगे भाई। यू एंड बीजेएमआई आप कौन से लाइन में आ गए, ऐसा नहीं है, लाइन में आते रहते हैं भाई। बीजेएमआई खेलता था एक जमाने में, कोविड हिट जमाने में, लॉकडाउन काटे हैं बीजेएमआई के साथ, काम भी किया था, बट हाँ पर अब टाइम नहीं मिलता एंड इस चक्कर से, बट हाँ मैं जानता हूँ क्योंकि ई स्पोर्ट्स फॉलो करता हूँ तो इस चक्कर से पता है। वीआर के एएफसी कप में नहीं होगा, मैं पहले ही बता दूं, वीआर लाइट का क्या हुआ, कोई अपडेट नहीं है, मुश्किल लग रहा है इस सीजन होगा। सो इफ बिग स्पॉन्सर कम्स इन प्लेस, इज एनी चांस ऑफ मुंबई चेंजिंग वेन्यू फॉर प्लेइंग अल हिलाल ओनली, एज मोर फैंस विल बी इंटरेस्टेड इन अटेंडिंग द मैच एंड द मोर मार्केटिंग रीच। जेआर तमिल वेन्यू ऐसे चेंज नहीं होता, आपको स्टेडियम सबमिट करना पड़ता है एएफसी को, पहले उनकी टीम आती है देखने सब कुछ, तो ऐसे नहीं रातों रात वेन्यू चेंज नहीं कर सकते आप। You can't change venue over the night. You have to submit the request of the venues. They might have given a backup venue, and if that is already approved by AFC, then there are chances. But I don't know backup venue क्या दिया होगा उन्होंने, Bangalore or Fatauda. I think Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, New Delhi would have been a great shout. कोई ISL क्लब नहीं आता वहाँ से। चलो एक दिन खेलते हैं बीजेएमआई, देखेंगे। मुंबई वर्सेस अल हिलाल का टिकट प्राइस क्या है? आई थिंक मेरे हिसाब से देखो नॉर्मली रहेगा, मुझे नहीं लगता उनको ज़्यादा चार्ज करना चाहिए मुंबई को। दे शुड ट्राई टू गेट हाउस होल्ड, तो देखो फुल हाउस होगा ही, पर आई थिंक इट शुड बी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 250 रुपीज़ मिनिमम, जो मिनिमम आप बढ़ा सकते हो 250 रुपीज़, अप टू 250 रुपीज़ से स्टार्ट होकर जाना चाहिए ऊपर। आप कॉर्पोरेट बॉक्सेस जो है, जैसे सऊदी प्रो लीग और MLS विच इज़ बेटर राइट नाउ। सऊदी प्रो लीग खेल रहा हूँ मैं। कौन ई फुटबॉल खेलता है मुझे बोलना। ई फुटबॉल एक ज़माने में खेलता था मैं मोबाइल पे, पेस काफ़ी अच्छा खेलता था, अब तो मैं PS पे खेलता हूँ, सिर्फ मोबाइल पे अब हो गया। टीम में हमारे एक दो लोग खेलते हैं आई थिंक अभी भी। लेट्स सी, वी विल डाई टू सी नेमार देयर, रोहन यस, पर आप यू शुड ऑल्सो डाई टू सी योर क्लब प्लेइंग अलोंगसाइड नेमार। People talking about Neymar squad also, Koulibaly, Mitrovic, Ruben Neves, Moroccan Bruno, Bruno is the name, and SMS Mitrovic Savic who is also good player। 250 भाई 2500 स्टार्ट, अरे नहीं यार ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। तो वही बात होगी ना, आप मौका देख के फ़ायदा उठा रहे हो लोगों के। आई थिंक मेरे हिसाब से 250 जो 50 रुपये का टिकट होता है, 250 कर सकते हो आप, ऑलरेडी 5 टाइम बढ़ा दिया, ठीक है। आम आदमी की रीच से टिकट प्राइस मत दिखा लो ना, फिर तो ये हो जाएगा अमीरों का गेम हो जाएगा यार, पैसा फेंक तमाशा देख, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए ना। कॉलेज गोइंग स्टूडेंट्स के लिए 250 रुपीज़ निकालना, उनको अगर बॉम्बे से आना है, अपना आने जाने का उनको खर्चा देखना है, ओवर द नाइट ट्रैवल करना है, क्या स्टे भी देखना पड़ेगा शायद अगर लेट मैच फिनिश होता है तो आई थिंक वो 250 रुपीज़ जो गोल के पीछे होते हैं, वो 250 रुपीज़ अ गुड प्राइस। उसके बाद आप 500, 1000, 1500, 2500, 10,000, 50,000 जितना रखना रखो। 50,000 खरीदने वाले लिमिटेड लोग खरीद लेंगे। आम आदमी की रेंज से टिकट प्राइस बाहर नहीं होना चाहिए, मेरी पर्सनल ओपिनियन ये है। कब से टिकट स्टार्ट होगा? फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ सितंबर। हर्ष यादव। राहुल बेके का बेटा स्टोरी सुनने के बाद पापा हाईलाइट तो कुछ और बता। ठीक, हाईलाइट में बोलेगा ना, सब कुछ नहीं होता है। डू इवन हैव हाई कैपेसिटी स्टेडियम? जवाहरलाल नेहरू स्टेडियम दिल्ली इज 67,000 स्टेडियम, सॉल्ट लेक स्टेडियम अराउंड 70,000 स्टेडियम, कोची अराउंड 50,000 स्टेडियम। उसके अलावा और कौन सी स्टेडियम इंडिया में हाई कैपेसिटी? सॉल्ट लेक स्टेडियम अगेन अराउंड 70,000 स्टेडियम। गुवाहाटी हैव अ डिसेंट 30,000 कैपेसिटी स्टेडियम अगेन। उसके अलावा तो सबसे बड़ा आई थिंक जवाहरलाल नेहरू एंड सॉल्ट लेक ही है। Any more signing pending for Mumbai? JS Tiri has not been named in the squad so far in Durand Cup. No, I don't think they're going to sign anyone else now. Changte make Koulibaly drop pitch by dribbling in our dream. I hope so. Dream do come true. Salt Lake की official 85 नहीं है, अब कम कर दी गई है कैपेसिटी। It's around 70,000 anymore. 85 पहले थी और कम कर दी गई है। Classic football. Inter Miami increase the match ticket after Messi arrival. So Mumbai City might increase the ticket price. US की purchasing power ना, average आदमी की जो सैलरी है वो मुंबई की एवरेज आदमी सैलरी बहुत ज़्यादा है यार, तो उससे कंपेयर नहीं कर सकते हम। मैं कह रहा हूँ 50 का होता है या 100 का टिकट होता है, आपको 2 टाइम 3 टाइम 300 रुपये कर दो टिकट का प्राइस यार। आप ये मत करो ना किसी पैसे के दम पे आदमी फुटबॉल देख सके, क्योंकि जस्ट बिकॉज नेमार इज कमिंग, तो ये तो चीटिंग होगी उन फैंस के साथ जो हर मेन्यू मैच में मुंबई सिटी के आए हैं आज तक, अगर वही टिकट ना खरीद पाए तो। Can Hyderabad FC can register Vignesh? They should be able to register Vignesh. Mumbai should focus on winning rather than focus on Neymar coming to India. Totally agree. World Cup qualifiers home leg venue decision not taken yet. Delhi has thrown their head to host India versus Qatar game. You know, Mumbai average attendance used to be 22K in 14-15. I used to attend those days as well. But then they attendance, that's like every ISL club, the attendance started dipping more and more. The league started becoming big. It from franchisee tournament to went into a franchisee league, and now proper club league is going. Attendance keep on taking. भाई टिकट सेलिंग में ट्विस्ट करना चाहिए, ऑनलाइन नहीं बल्कि दोपहर के 1-2 बजे ऑफलाइन बेचने चाहिए, वरना बड़े लोग ऑनलाइन से उड़ा लेंगे टिकट। आई थिंक मेरे हिसाब से तो देखो उनको 5,000 टिकट अपने हार्डकोर फैंस के लिए रखने चाहिए, और वो उनको देने चाहिए। एक होता है बैलेट तरीका होता है देने का, बाहर भी होता है, मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड डज इट। तो अपने हार्डकोर फैंस को 5000 टिकट्स उनको देने चाहिए। जो वो 5000 लोग वो होने चाहिए जिन्होंने मिनिमम लास्ट 2 साल में 10 मैचेस अटेंड किए हैं मुंबई के, तो उनको टिकट दे देंगे। बाकी टिकट्स आपको ऑनलाइन सेल करनी चाहिए, मेरा ये ओपिनियन है। डू सम पॉडकास्ट विद आईएसएल कोचेस, वी नीड टू पॉडकास्ट, विल ग्रेट टू एंगेज फुटबॉल फैंस बिफोर आईएसएल स्टार्ट। करते हैं यार, मेन पॉडकास्ट में इशू है, करते तो लोग देखते नहीं है, और जो मेन क्रक्स होता है लोग ट्विटर वगैरह पे व्हाट्सएप पे क्लिप निकाल के डाल देते हैं और लोग वीडियो देखने ही नहीं आते हैं, तो मोटिवेशन खत्म हो जाता है। बट विल डू इट, डोंट वरी। अटेंडेंस डिप ड्यू टू द शिफ्टिंग ऑफ वेन्यू टू 8K स्टेडियम, ट्रैवलिंग टू अंधेरी टेक्स 1 hour प्लस। यस, बट अटेंडेंस डिप नेचुरली फॉर ऑल आईएसएल क्लब्स। बट आई थिंक देखो 1 hour का ट्रैवल तो इतना कोई बड़ा इशू नहीं होना चाहिए, जाके बाकी जगह भी 1-1 घंटा लगता है। कोची में भी लोग 8-8 घंटे ट्रैवल करके आते हैं टू वॉच गेम, सेम इन कोलकाता। सो आई थिंक वो एक रीज़न नहीं होना चाहिए। मुंबई इज़ अ वेल कनेक्टेड सिटी। लास्ट ईयर जो सीजन टिकट होल्डर उनको तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करके हेल्प करना चाहिए। आई थिंक यस, आई टोटली एग्री। जो आपके हार्डकोर फैंस है, जो आपके साथ दुख में थे ना, दुख तो नहीं मतलब हार्ड डेज भी नहीं बोलूँगा, मतलब जो आपके साथ तब थे जब कोई और नहीं थे, जो लोग आपके साथ तब खड़े थे जब आपके साथ बाकी लोग नहीं खड़े थे, अब तो अच्छे दिन आ गए, अब सब आ रहे हैं, तो आप उनको ज़्यादा वैल्यू करिए जो आपके लास्ट ईयर 2 सालों से आपका साथ दे रहे थे स्टेडियम में आके। विच इज द प्लेस वेयर मैच गोना प्लेड? पुणे, आदिक खान पुणे बालेवाड़ी स्टेडियम। ट्राई ट्रैवलिंग इन पीक आवर्स इन पुणे। भाई लॉट बेसिक ये प्रॉब्लम है, बट दैट्स अ क्लब डिसीजन ना टू प्ले इन बालेवाड़ी इन मुंबई फुटबॉल एरिना। 8000 का कैपेसिटी, 8000 तो भर सकते हैं ना, 8000 भी तो नहीं भर पा रहे, दिक्कत तो ये भी है। If Neymar comes to India to play, it will boost Indian football popularity. Sure, I think yes. पहले जब 1977 आया था, मोहन बगान से खेला, उसका कन्हैया आज तक हमें पुराने जेन से सुनते हैं। घोष जी क्या बोला समझ में नहीं आया, सॉरी। मोहन बगान का एवरेज इंडिया 30K था। यस यस, प्लीज डिबेट अबाउट इंडियन सिद्दी कम्युनिटी हु लिव्स इन इंडिया 100 years ago. They have potential many players in Europe, Africa origin player. Why not Indian African origin player? मियामी, मैंने बात की है इसके बारे में। आई थिंक साजिद प्रभाकर ऑल्सो नोज अबाउट सिंधी कम्युनिटी, तो वो कुछ ना कुछ कह तो रहे थे, कुछ करेंगे। लेट्स सी क्या होता है। आई थिंक टिकट प्राइस विल नॉट बी लेस देन 750, इवन प्राइस 15,000 स्टेडियम विल फुल स्टेडियम बिकॉज ऑफ नेमार। मेरे हिसाब से तो नहीं करना चाहिए ऑनेस्टली, ज़्यादा महंगा। गोल के पीछे टिकट मिनिमम 300 रुपये होने चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से, वो एक आम आदमी की रेंज में है, ठीक है। उसके बाद आपको जो प्राइस रखे 300 से स्टार्ट होना चाहिए। मुंबई मूव वेन्यू ड्यू टू द फैक्ट दैट डीवाई पाटिल इज नॉट इन मुंबई। सिस्टम हिला देंगे इस बार एएफसी का, हर्ष यादव बोल रहे हैं। नेमार रेनबो ना मार दे आशीष भाई अपने डिफेंडर छोड़ के गोलकीपर पे। नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होगा, ये चैरिटी मैच नहीं है, कॉम्पिटिटिव गेम है। स्टेडियम सिस्टम हिला देंगे, हर्ष यादव कह रहे हैं हिला देंगे सिस्टम, कुछ बूस्ट नहीं होगा। एक दिन की खुशी होगी, जो लोग देखते हैं इंडियन फुटबॉल देखते रहेंगे, बाकी के साल एक बार ऑलवेज ऐसे आ जाएंगे। ये मैं एग्री करता हूँ। वही मैं कह रहा था कि मुंबई सिटी एफसी को कोशिश करनी चाहिए, जहां उनकी एवरेज अटेंडेंस 6000 थी ना, क्या इस मैच के बलबूते उसको 6 to 8000 कर पाएंगे वो नेक्स्ट सीजन? वो एक चैलेंज है उनके लिए। वो मैं कहता हूँ वो कन्वर्जन उन्हें करना चाहिए। टिकट दे रहे, सारा डेटा लो, फैन का मोबाइल नंबर लो, ईमेल आईडी लो, फिर इनको बार बार बम्बार्ड करते रहो, ये होम मैच, कम टू वॉच एन होम मैच, बाय अ टिकट। उनको फैन मतलब कस्टमर की तरह ट्रीट करो, एंड देन उनको बार बार रीच आउट करो। दैट्स द थिंग। एंड बस MFA अपग्रेड हो गया है। इंडिया इराक मैच वेरी टफ मैच। गाइस थैंक यू वेरी मच, डू हिट द लाइक बटन। अब हम देखते हैं क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता है। अभी डुरंड कप का क्वार्टर फाइनल चल रहा है। 1-0 स्टिल द स्कोर लाइन बिटवीन नॉर्थ ईस्ट एंड इंडियन आर्मी। उसके बाद मे भी मोहन बगान का और इसका वॉच अलॉन्ग कर सकते हैं मुंबई सिटी एफसी का। क्या है, पहले 1977 में आया था मोहन बगान खेलने। प्लेयर्स हु प्लेड दो स्टोरी आज तक हम पुरानी जनरेशन सुनते आ रहे हैं। यस, एंड ये जनरेशन भी करेंगे। अंकुश भाई अंदर वॉक करके दिखा रहे हैं कि मुझे जाना है, तो चलते हैं दोस्त। थैंक यू वेरी मच। नाउ इंडिया का सिस्टम हिलाएंगे फॉर श्योर। इंडिया में 80K कैपेसिटी का स्टेडियम क्यों नहीं है? हम भर पाते हैं 80K स्टेडियम? ये भी तो सोचो आप। Still you denying the fact that viewership is continuously increasing. I'm not, but never denying the fact viewership is increasing, but fans in the stadium decreased for ISL, and which is I know why it is decreased. Don't worry. पहले टिकट फ्री में बांटते थे, अब फ्री में नहीं बांटते हैं। We are in Pune. Yes, will be there. And now let's go. Hit the like button. 200 लाइक कर दीजिए नेमार के इंडिया आने की खुशी में। Thank you very much. I will see you again on next week. Lots of things going on. Badminton World Championship, Athletic World Championship. उसके अलावा डुरंड कप चल रहा है, अभी एशियन गेम्स आने वाले हैं, खेलना की मोबाइल ऐप आने वाली है, एशियन गेम पे शो आने वाला है बड़ा यहाँ पे। तो सब्सक्राइब करते रहिए, वीडियो देखते रहिए। सारे सोशल मीडिया लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए हुए हैं। आप मुझको ट्विटर और इंस्टाग्राम पे फॉलो कर सकते हो, 7 नेगी आशीष। कुछ बातचीत कभी भेजना, कोई बात पूछना, बिल्कुल भेजिए। 89% हैप्पी हैं ASL और AFC कप के ड्रॉ से, तो विच इज़ वेरी गुड। एंड आप खेलनाओं को विजिट करते रहिए, काफ़ी कुछ कर रहे हैं आजकल हम, तो प्लीज़ ऑल स्पोर्ट्स के लिए, सारा स्पोर्ट्स के लिए, कहीं नहीं जाना आपको, एक ही वेबसाइट सोशल मीडिया फॉलो करिए विच इज़ खेलनाओ, आपको सारे स्पोर्ट्स की अपडेट वहाँ पे मिलेगी। चेस में आज प्राग ने अच्छा खेला, चंद्रयान के लिए आपको एंड इसरो को एंड इंडिया को कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन मेरी तरफ से, एंड बहुत खुश हूँ, मैं साइंस का बंदा हूँ, मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई। प्राग के दोनों मैचेस देखे, चेस में मुझे इंटरेस्ट आने लग गया, एंड आई थिंक प्राग हैज़ वर्ल्ड इन इज फ्लोर, 18 साल का बच्चा मैग्नस को परेशान कर दिया उसने 2 दिन से। आई थिंक क्लासिक चेस बाय प्राग, एंड आई होप ही विल गोइंग टू डू बेटर गोइंग हैड। तो थैंक यू वेरी मच। पुणे आएंगे पार्टी, देवशीष कोशिश करूंगा यार, पर शेड्यूल बहुत टाइट है मेरा यार, देखते हैं कब होता है मैच, अगर वो बाद में दिसंबर में होगा तो कोशिश किया जा सकती है, ठीक है। थैंक यू वेरी मच, आई विल सी यू अगेन नेक्स्ट थर्सडे 6 PM। आप डू हिट सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट्स जरूर ज्वाइन कर लेना, टेलीग्राम ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लेना, खेलना खेलना ट्विटर इंस्टाग्राम फॉलो कर लेना, खेलना फुटबॉल ऑन फेसबुक फॉर इंडियन फुटबॉल। आशीष नेगी को फॉलो करने के लिए 7 नेगी आशीष ऑन ट्विटर एंड इंस्टाग्राम। थैंक यू वेरी मच, आई विल सी यू अगेन नेक्स्ट वीक 6 PM इनसाइड इंडिया। थैंक यू।